Why is it that there's not as many people like you that will come out and say, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Because they'll kill you. And it's not a joke, and it's not like, no, because a life doesn't mean anything to them. It's easy for them to do. They're adept at doing a ditty, getting rid of you and not having no handprints on it. Like this is how they traffic. And so you have to really not be scared, not be acting like you're not scared. You'd have to really be too stupid to be scared.
Something you long believed to be true but realized wasn't.
Well, as one of the main opponents of the Illuminati, I always wanted to know what information they had that we didn't. And I found out, I was always wondering how our God could have been so thrown off by a story of a tree and fruit. And then I found out that that's not the case at all.
I said I hate it. They said come anyway. Very humble of me to be at your goat roast tonight, Kevin. This is my Riyadh Comedy Festival. Only one with a soul. For those of you just joining us, Kevin and I had beef. And I'll tell you why. Because privately, this motherfucker stole everything from me. We're misunderstood. I did say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet. And I want to explain that. I meant that the head of Netflix literally has his whole hand up Kevin's and can make him do anything.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. It's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. Right. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
Katt Williams isn't letting his foot off the gas anytime soon. Music, just when we thought he was done giving the industry hell, he just pulled the biggest move ever in his career, music, by securing a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix to make a new film, exposing new scene before footage of the ritualistic sacrifices going on in Hollywood. Remember when the former actress Roseanne Sherry Barrera said they were consuming the bodies of non-adults and everyone thought she was crazy?
Oh, they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do it. They say you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth.
Well, it turns out she was actually revealing the truth. And this new Katt Williams film will be exposing real-life footage of it for the world to see. But that's not all. All these celebrities that y'all love to worship so much are also allegedly in there. And some of the names that have been leaked already will have you shook. Now, even before Katt Williams stepped into the chat with these allegations, several receipts had leaked proving that these celebrities are human-munching witches. But all of it got buried until the recent Epstein stuff resurfaced it. The first was this video of the model running out of a Hollywood party crying hysterically after witnessing one of the demonic meetings Katt was talking about. Now, the original video was in Spanish, but baby, somebody translated it into English, and what she was saying was beyond disturbing. She was completely frantic, crying, shaking, and going off about what she witnessed at some Hollywood party. She claimed they were literally consuming people at this party. And from the way she was acting in that video, it looked like she had just escaped and was desperately trying to get somebody, anybody, to help her. But of course, nobody was taking her seriously. People were looking at her like she was crazy. And here's where it gets even creepier. Right after that video went viral on the dark web, she disappeared. Mind you, this video came out back in 2009, and she has allegedly been missing music since. So now people are looking back like, was she really losing it? Or did she say music, too much, and somebody made sure she never got the chance to explain herself? Oh, and let's not skip over that creepy clip of author Barbara Marx because people swear she slipped up and basically admitted to the same kind of dark stuff the model was talking about. Her team tried to clean it up real quick and say music was just a slip of the tongue. But I need y'all to watch it for yourselves and tell me if that sounded like a regular mistake.
By everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight, the babies we eat.
Now, let's be real. These alleged ritual meetups with the elites are not some brand new rumor that just popped up yesterday. People have been talking about this type of stuff for years, and Hollywood has basically been showing it to us in movies right in our faces. But y'all know how it goes. Everybody calls it a conspiracy until one day the conspiracy starts looking a little too close to the truth. Even the Met Gala has been getting side-eyed for a long time with people saying it's not just some fancy celebrity fashion night. Music, allegedly, it's one of those elite ritual gatherings where these Hollywood weirdos come together to be initiated, recharged, music, or whatever dark little vows they supposedly renew behind the scenes. And what makes people believe it even more is that a similar secret elite gathering already got exposed before the infamous Bohemian Grove. Baby, the details around that whole thing are disturbing. Allegedly, every year around mid-July, some music of the most powerful people in the world gather on this massive private campground in Mono, California, and perform rituals around a giant concrete owl that's like 40 foot tall. And for years, people have been saying Bohemian Grove is basically where the world's biggest power players go to hide in plain sight. Music, we're talking celebrities, CEOs, politicians, former presidents, all allegedly mixing in one private little playground where regular people are not invited. Now, officially, they try to dress it up like it's just some exclusive summer camp or private festival with thousands of guests. But according to insiders and people who've been digging into it for years, the real tea is that somewhere inside that big crowd, there's a smaller, more powerful group doing their own private rituals away from everybody else. And baby, that's the part folks say we were never supposed to know about.
Know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I worked there before, yeah.
You worked there?
Yes.
Whoa, what did you see?
A lot of things that I cannot talk about.
Actually?
Yeah.
Would you give us, theoretically, what might you have seen if someone were to work there?
I cannot talk about that.
Did you sign a document?
Nope, but I cannot talk about.
Did you partake in anything?
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay, wow.
Please be careful, okay?
Be careful.
According to folks who claim they managed to sneak inside Bohemian Grove, the whole thing allegedly starts right when the sun goes down. They say men in long hooded robes, red, blue, orange, the whole creepy color palette, come walking out from the trees carrying torches, moving slowly toward the lake before putting the flames out. And baby cameras are supposedly a big no-no. Like they do not play about that rule at all. People say it's because there are allegedly some very powerful, very famous people walking around in situations they would never want the public to see. And on top of that, there have always been rumors that the ritual is way darker than just some random doll burning ceremony. And if you're wondering how people even found out about this mess, it goes back to 2000 when Alex Jones allegedly snuck inside with a hidden camera and filmed the ritual. He later released the video in a since-deleted video called Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove. But this was back in 2000 before social media could really make something impossible to bury. So, within just hours of him uploading it, it was taken down.
Oh, Beyonce is a witch. She's a very powerful witch. She's heavy into African spirituality. She is a daughter of, I believe, either a daughter of Oshun or Yemaya. I go back and forth. I feel like it's Oshun though, but if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But nonetheless, she's a high-ranking witch. Madonna is a very high-ranking witch. She is a high priestess. That's just pretty much what it is. Well, of course, the main thing Madonna practices is Kabbalah, but then there's different versions of Kabbalah, just like there's different versions of African spirituality. But then I also believe that in addition to African spirituality, I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well, her and Jay-Z. And we're just going to leave it at that.
Now, unless you've been hiding under a whole rock, you already know Katt Williams has been a problem for the industry, especially after that viral 2024 sit-down with Shannon Sharpe where he basically came through kicking down doors and naming names.
That's why I can speak with impunity about the Illuminati, because I know who you would have to be in order for what I'm saying to bother you, number one.
Related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams.
Baby, Katt was not tiptoeing around nothing. He was talking about people selling their souls, their links to the Illuminati, them trading morals for fame, and doing whatever they had to do to climb higher in Hollywood. And one of the wildest parts was when music brought up Ludacris. Katt claimed that he and Luda were both invited to what he called an Illuminati thing, where allegedly only one of them was going to get picked for a major industry come-up. But baby, that was only the appetizer. Katt got into the whole Hollywood humiliation ritual thing, saying some of these celebrities are allegedly made to do embarrassing symbolic stuff just to level up in the industry. One thing he kept bringing up was how Hollywood allegedly loves putting successful black men in dresses. According to Katt, it's not always just comedy or a funny little role. And of course, he brought up Kevin Hart. Katt pointed to Kevin's SNL moment where he dressed up like somebody's auntie. And honestly, people couldn't help but notice how true everything is. Because when you look back, a lot of major black male actors have had at least one role where they ended up in a dress. And the internet has been saying for years that somehow many of them seem to get bigger opportunities right after. Now, is it proof of some big secret ritual? Not really. But baby, the timing, the repeated pattern, and the way Katt explained it definitely had people looking at Hollywood like, okay, why does this keep happening?
No one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. Yeah. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You off promo shoots. You off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Now, when it comes to the new movie he is reportedly working on, apparently it's going to be on Netflix somewhere next year, and it's going to contain receipts of everything he's been telling us for years. In fact, Katt seemingly hinted at the movie during his latest Netflix special, where he blatantly confirmed that he was an industry whistleblower who infiltrates Illuminati meetings, learns what they're planning, and reports back. Mind you, he was saying this in front of the same elites who attend these gatherings and indulge in these demonic cabal activities.
I infiltrate the Illuminati, find out what the fuck they got going on, get the information, run back to y'all, tell y'all everything I know. That's my motherfucking job. But I don't know how many more times I'm gonna be able to sneak in there.